Hi everyone, I'm Casey.
And I'm Joe.
And we're the McCarthys. We have another recipe for you. I call it the Nadine salad because that's the person who showed me how to make it. But we're going to call it the rainbow salad because it has lots of different colors in it. So the story behind this salad is about 8-9 years ago, I used to work with a girl who was a nutritionist. And every day I would watch what she was eating because I was always a big girl and she was always small. So every day she would eat the same salad for lunch, every day, without fail. So finally I got up the courage to say to her, what are you eating? Like, what's in that and how do you make it and why do you like it so much? So I guess with her being a nutritionist, there's a science behind it, and every single vegetable in it gave a vitamin or a mineral or it
was healthy for you in a different way.
Right. So she showed me how to make it, and it got to a point that every staff member, except for my boss, was eating this salad at lunch hour. But the funny story behind it is you put hummus and garlic, and we would stink up the entire staff room, and my boss would get so angry. And he'd make us all bring toothbrushes to work because we stunk so bad. You couldn't even go in the lunchroom. It was awful. But anyways, this is a really, really good salad. I highly recommend it. At least give it a try. So instead of it being a lettuce salad, it's basically a cucumber and broccoli and asparagus salad, and then with all the fixings in it. So what I do first is I take a whole bunch or a whole head, it kind of works out to 2 heads or 2 crowns of broccoli, and I cut them up into very small pieces. So it's almost like they're bite-sized or, mouth-sized pieces. And I'm gonna put this in hot boiling water. I just want to blanch these. I don't want them to be hard and I don't want them to be soft. So I just want to blanch them and take that hardness out of them, and I don't want them to be mushy though. And then I cut up some asparagus, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to throw it in the same water. So what I wanted to show you is I prefer very thin, tiny asparagus, but you can't always get it. So we didn't have a choice this time, so we had to get the bigger for this recipe. But I just wanted to...
Not we didn't have a choice. I didn't know the rules, and I just bought asparagus.
Yeah, he did the groceries this week. So I wanted to show you how I cut it. So I always cut off the head because I'll be honest, that's my favorite part. That's the juiciest part. And then I cut probably about 1/2 inch to 1 inch pieces, just bite-sized pieces. But I don't really like the end. I find it too hard and I just don't like it in my salad. So this is one whole bunch of asparagus. This is also going in the same water, okay? So I'm gonna cook this for a good 5 minutes. I'll probably try one, see what I think. When it's done, I take it out immediately and I put it into a ice bath because I want it to cool instantly. I want it to stop cooking. And when I put it in my salad, I want it to be cold. This is a cold salad, not a hot salad. Okay, so Joe's gonna mix the rest of it. So we have our broccoli and our asparagus, and then we have 1 cup, or I used half of a yellow pepper and half of an orange pepper, and I just diced it up. I have 1.5 Roma tomatoes cut up, because that's what I had in the house. You can use cherry tomatoes, you can use any type of tomato, beefsteak, whatever else there are out there. But that's 1.5 Roma tomatoes, because Roma tomatoes are a little bit smaller, so I used a little bit more.
As long as they're red, not green.
Yeah, sure, because this is a color thing. This is 1/2 cup of green onion, and I used the whole thing. I used the top and the bottom. It works out to 1/2 cup. 1 can of mushrooms, and it doesn't taste the same if it's like fresh mushrooms. It's not the same. I've tried it. I don't really like it, and I love mushrooms. But in this salad, canned mushrooms, and we love mushrooms. Okay, next is artichoke hearts. So you buy a can of artichoke hearts in water, not oil. So at one point I was buying them wrong. I was buying them in oil, and Nadine was like, no, don't do that. So it's artichoke hearts in a can in water. So I wanted to show you how I cut these in case you've never dealt with an artichoke heart before. So I diced them all up in here, but what I do is, you're gonna notice some of them are hard, like the outsides are hard. I get rid of that. I don't like any hard pieces in my salad at all. And I'm gonna cut this top right off. And if the leaves fall off, I just get rid of them. So where it's darkened in color, I'm cutting that off. And Joe's never had an artichoke heart before, so he's gonna try one on camera. And if he doesn't like it, don't let it judge this salad.
Hey, I'm just getting into the vegetable world. I never used to eat any vegetables, and I've come a long way. We'll find out if I've come out far enough for artichoke hearts or not.
The best part of the artichoke heart is the end. It's at the very base of it, the bottom of it. And so I cut them into pieces about this size. Again, just bite-sized pieces. So out of that, I ended up getting 6 pieces. Okay, Joe, I want you to try.
Right now?
Yeah, this piece. Try that piece.
Okay.
I think you'll like it. It's vinegary, and it's got the consistency of a mushroom. And you like mushrooms and you love vinegar. Not as bad as you thought.
It's okay, but...
You wouldn't eat it again. Try another piece.
No, good.
Don't eat those pieces. You won't like those. Okay, so that goes in the bowl also. Oh, we got an overflow over here. I'll turn this down. I can also smell the asparagus and the broccoli cooking. Like I can smell it, so I know it's almost ready. Then the next thing that, again, I'd never heard of this before. Well, I've heard of artichoke hearts, but I've never heard of hearts of palm before I made this salad. So I had to ask her repeatedly, what is that? What is it? What am I getting? What is it in a can? Like, is it fresh? I didn't know. So it's in a can, and it's literally called hearts of palm. So this is what they look like. They look
like a giant mozzarella stick.
Yeah, he said that earlier, and I started laughing like, oh, I never thought of that.
Or a cheese string, a mozzarella cheese string.
Yes. So this is what they look like. So I kept one big and one small one to show you how I cut it up. So the smaller one, you just cut right through it. So the consistency of it is kind of like
a cheese string.
No, because a cheese string's hard to cut through. Yeah. This is very soft, and you're gonna try one of these on camera too.
The guinea pig today.
So when I cut these, I slice it in half, and then I just kind of dice it up like I would anything else, like a tomato. But see how easy it is to cut through? They're very good. I think you'll like these. Because again, I was just like you, turned my nose up to it. I was like, ooh, I'm not eating that. What the heck is that? I've never heard of that before, but I've actually really grown to like it. So when I have a bigger one, I actually cut it twice. So I cut it in half and then half again. And then I just cut it up like this. Now this I'm not so sure if you're gonna like, but I like it, it's good. Okay, try a piece. See what you think. Not bad, eh?
That's better than the other one.
Oh, you like this better than the artichoke hearts?
Yeah.
And again, this has a bit of a vinegary taste to it too, eh?
It's still not my favorite though.
I could live off of them. I love them.
I'm good with the onions, the tomatoes, the peppers, the mushrooms, the broccoli.
You don't like asparagus. So let's put this in. You know what? I'll be honest. This seems like a lot. I would probably just put half of that in. Even though I really like them, it is a lot. Okay, never mind. Let's just do it.
It's got all those too.
Oh yeah, that might be a little bit overkill. So what we're going to do now, so you can go ahead and mix that up. I'm going to check on this. I think 5 minutes is good enough for the broccoli and the asparagus. Because you want it to, you still want it to be a little bit hard. You don't want it to be
mush.
Like mush at all. The nice thing about this salad too is it lasts like 3 days. So you can get 3 lunches out of this, at least. It depends on how much, because you can also use it as a side dish at dinner time or a side dish on your lunch. You can bring this in a sandwich. This in a bowl of soup is really good. So I'm putting this right into our iced bath. So that's going to cool it down right away. And then what I do do after I know that it's cooled down is I take it and I grab a clean cloth. If I can put my hands in here, like it's really cooling down really quickly. So once it's cooled down, I transfer it over to my clean dishcloth. I would leave it in a little bit longer than this, but for camera's sake, we'll take it out. Sorry, this takes longer than I thought. Then I'm gonna dry it off because I don't want it going into the salad really, really wet. So I'll just dry it off like this. Give it a few good rolls. And I'll grab this. Start putting this in there. That's a big salad, eh, babe?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Of course, you're not going to eat this all at one sitting. And another thing too, this salad is extremely filling. Like, I used to think, how can she just eat that little salad every day for lunch? Then I ate it and I was like, oh my God, it's very filling. And I think the broccoli has a lot to do with that. So you can mix that all up.
And so far it's 0 points.
Yes, that's the best part about it. This entire salad is 0 points. So there's no like salad dressing that goes on this. All it is it's I am not a huge fan of apple cider vinegar. I find it too vinegary or too tart, I guess. And but Nadine said it has to be apple cider vinegar. So again, because she's a nutritionist, I think that it's all
the science
behind it, right? So I have the Great Value apple cider vinegar at home. You're supposed to have the Bragg's. Is it called Bragg's? B-R-A-G-G-S?
Yeah.
Bragg's. You're supposed to have the Bragg's. She said to me, her exact words were, you need the kind with the mother. So when she said that, I was like, I don't know what that means, but I do now. So you have to buy Bragg's with all the floaties in it. And I saw it at Walmart. They have it there, and they mostly have it at like diet food stores. They have it at bulk food stores, places like that. Then, so this looks good. Let's get a look at that. So look how colorful that is, how hearty it is. It's a good salad. I had a friend text me recently. We used to work together back when Nadine worked with us. And she texted me a picture of this salad. She was eating it for lunch at her other job 8-9 years later. Mm-hmm. So it was hilarious. I said, oh my God, I forgot about that salad. So there's about a cup and a half in here. So I'm gonna give this a shake. Are you gonna try this salad on TV? Probably not. This is not Joe's cup of tea.
You love it so much. I'll save it for you and I'll sacrifice.
So I have 3 tablespoons of hummus. I don't make my own hummus. I just buy it from Costco. I actually really like it. But I add garlic to it. So I'm gonna squeeze a clove of garlic into it. This is our Pampered Chef one. Oh my God, it's so good. Can I get any more out of that sucker?
No. Let me squeeze it.
Yeah, really. So I'm just gonna mix that up. And I put that on top. And that's your dressing. So the hummus is your dressing. So if you're a hummus lover, you're going to love this salad. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people don't like hummus. So this would not be, their cup of tea. Yes. So the hummus, I believe, is 2 points for 2 tablespoons. So it should be probably 3 points for the 3 tablespoons that I put in. Sorry, I forgot to calculate that first. Check your hummus. I don't know if some people know how to make hummus homemade for, 0 points. Oh, I'm on blue now.
Hummus might be 0.
No, I don't think it's 0. Hey, use my phone to scan it.
Right.
So I'm gonna try this. So I just mix it all up. I get the hummus all over each piece. of vegetable. I like it to be very well mixed before I eat it. I'm actually not one of those salad dipper people. I like my salads to be covered. So I'm gonna try this.
No, it's 1 point per tablespoon. No.
Okay, so 3 points then for this entire salad. And like I said, it's filling and it's a meal. So she used to add to it edamame. She used to add cucumber to it. She used to add chicken to it, tofu to it. She would add tons of different things to it. Each time she came into work, it would be a little bit different. So there's so much you can do with this salad, but this is basically the base of it. Okay, drum roll. I'm trying to get a little piece of everything. I love this salad. It's so good. You're missing out. It's really good.
Like I said, I'll save it for you.
So this is what I'm going to be eating this week. Look how much salad is left over. I'll probably have this every day for lunch for the rest of the week, and I hope I lose on the scale. Hopefully it helps me. So thanks, everyone.
Hey, have a nice night.
You too. Bye now.
Bye.